What is up, everybody? It's your boy Ray, and I have another awesome video for you guys today. If you want to know anything about me, one thing you should know is that I'm a huge fighting game fan. I'm not that good at them, but I love them. There's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R for the Switch. This is cool. I love it. Smash Bros, especially when you get friends over, you can't really beat this. And Mortal Kombat 1. Not the best port, but it works, and I like Mortal Kombat, and as you can see, I love Mortal Kombat. I have XL. This is cool. Injustice 2. This is also cool. MK11 Ultimate. In my opinion, the second best Mortal Kombat game. But in my humble opinion, you know what takes the cake for all fighting games? Is this. This PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. This is basically Smash Brothers, but with a lot of PlayStation characters. Some of them are not really PlayStation characters, so to speak, because there's Big Daddy from BioShock there. There's Raiden from the Metal Gear Solid. Most of these games are on Xbox 360 as well, and on PC as well, and other systems as well. But most of them are PlayStation. But this game is frowned upon. It is not a very good game in terms of the mechanics, in terms of the characters, in terms of the story mode, if you want to call it that, in terms of different things. And I will try to my very best ability to explain all those to you right now in this video. Now, you'll be thinking, how am I going to show gameplay? Well, I don't want to show gameplay from a random YouTube video, right? By the way, this is the very first game I've ever ordered in my entire life when I had a PS3. But how am I going to show gameplay? How am I going to show gameplay and talk about this with you guys? If you bought a game on PlayStation 3, you will get a free copy of the game for PlayStation Vita. Now that is very good. I like that. Now, of course, I didn't buy it at a time where I could redeem a free copy of it on the Vita itself. And this Vita is modded, of which I will show you just now. I have this thing where I cannot really show you gameplay because I only show gameplay of games that I have bought with my own money. I don't show you games that I emulate. I don't show you games that I did not pay for. I don't show you games that I got for free, if you understand what I'm trying to say, without getting this video taken down by whoever company catch feelings. But I will be showing you my modded PS Vita, the gameplay of this game on the Vita. Believe me, the Vita really truly is a portable PlayStation 3 when you look at it. The characters are literally jumping out of the PS3 waves, or the XMB waves, as some people would want to call it. But yeah, very awesome goated intro. The first thing I like to point out as soon as you start the game is the menu. This menu isn't only for the PS Vita version, it's also on the PS3 version of the game also. I don't like the menu. It looks like if they just threw something together very quickly and is it. This looks like something I could make if I had the training to do so. It looks very cheap. And something else to notice about this game, just to show you the budget that they were working with for this game. Randomly, the music in the menus were just cut off, and you just hear nothing but the effects. That's just something very odd. Now for the character selection. They missed out a lot on the different characters that they could put in. PlayStation is literally a giant when it comes to IPs compared to Xbox or Nintendo. PlayStation has a lot of different things they can pull from. Where is Crash Bandicoot? Where is Lara Croft? Where is freaking Spyro the Dragon? I'm not saying they don't have a good selection of characters. I mean, they do, but still, where are the classics? Where are the mainstays? Where are the characters that people actually grew up with and actually remember or even care about? The cutscenes for the story mode or the campaign, whichever one you want to call it. I wouldn't even call these cutscenes in the first place. These are just slideshows with the character voicing over. Thank God it still has voice acting. If it didn't have voice acting, they were just still images and just text at the bottom for you to read and expect you to farm a story out of this? No. Now it's time for the gameplay. Now, first of all, before I say anything else about the mechanics, I love the graphics so much. It's the PS Vita, like I said in the beginning, is really and truly a portable version of the PS3. I like the graphics, every single thing. But anyways, the this is different from Smash Bros. Even though it's a platform fighter just like Smash Bros. In what different way, you may ask? Well, it's different in this way. As you may see that as I hit Big Daddy, some orbs may come out of him. As those orbs come out of him, it fills the meter at the bottom. That right now you can see my meter is at 0, but as I hit him more, the meter will grow. And when the meter grows, as for example, when you see 1, I can then press the R button to execute a level 1 special move. Or if you want, you can save up your orbs from beating on people until you reach 2. Or save up until you reach 3, which is the highest and most damage dealing attack in the game. Which is kind of simple and easy to understand, but this causes a problem later on in the game. Let me explain. Later on in the game, they will show you levels where basically any player that can knock out like at least 3 or 4 mounted people, wherever is the level requirements, the quickest, as you notice there's no timer there, can win the game, can win that specific level, which I don't like, because as I said before, you can just do nothing and just save up and just beat characters and save up until you reach level 3, and instantly that's it. You can't exercise any type of skill, nothing at all. You can pull off combos, but that is for naught if one person just camps all the time, get a few hits in, and that's basically it. And that's what happens right here too. The person saves up until they reach 3 by collecting some orbs, and then done. I don't like that at all. But what I do like is the fact that you can play as a cartoon dog fighting against this dude from Killzone in this world filled with paper cartoon characters, and like, look how out of place he looks in the game. But basically this game is just a celebration, at least I would think it's a celebration of the PlayStation history thus far, but in fighting game form. And I like that. It's just that, like I said at the beginning of the video, they could have chosen a lot more different legacy characters, so to speak, for PlayStation for this game, but they didn't. But yeah, but I mean, come on, think about it really. What other game can you literally play? What other chance can you play as Parappa the Rapper fighting Nathan Drake from Uncharted? Like, what other game can you play as Kratos fighting Dante from Devil May Cry? You can't. It's only here, and it's all here. Another thing I like is the animations, the different super moves and specials that they have for everything, especially for Parappa the Rapper here. It's really cool and it's fun to watch, and I like it. I just like the energy and the vibe and everything. By the way, this special is overpowered. It's an instant stage clearer no matter where you are in the map. Another thing I love about this game is the fact that you can pick whatever location that you want to pick to fight in, but then all of a sudden another game series would crash into the world that you're fighting in and then start to invade that world. I mean, look, a perfect example here. This is the world of Ratchet and Clank being invaded by the Hydras from God of War. Once again I say, and I repeat myself, what other game can you play that look, come on, man. And they're not even in the background as itself. They sometimes interact with the players and the characters on the screen, on the stage. As you can see, it's fighting off a character from the Ratchet & Clank world. As you can look, look, man, I'm impressed. I like it. Look at another example too. This is the world that I'm fighting in. This is the world of Twisted Metal. And soon there will be a portal that will open up from the world of Jak and Daxter, and airships will come flying through, and the characters will soon start to interact with the Twisted Metal world also as you fight. Come on, bro. Like, you need to be a PlayStation fan or a gaming fan in general to appreciate this. Look. But unfortunately, like I said, this game did not do well at all when it came out back in 2012. It was only a few years later that some people only know, or I think last year or so, was thinking about this game as maybe a hidden gem or a cult classic. Just because, like I said, it's a fighting game like Smash Bros. People love fighters. And this game, despite its flaws, it still interests a lot of different people. A lot of people still find the game fun, especially with like when it's multiplayer. And I can't stress this point enough. Yes, Smash Brothers exists. Smash Brothers, first thing, the Smash Bros that we have right now is basically a remake or like a better version of a Wii U game. So we don't even have an original Smash Brothers for this generation. We're playing a game that came out in the Wii U back in 2014. We're playing a game that is like 10 years old now. We need a new Smash Bros, obviously. But if you can, try out PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Either on the PlayStation 3, or if you have a Vita, you can download it on your Vita. I won't say how, you'll have to find your own way. But yeah, I like this game, and like I said, it's the best fighting game in my opinion. Yes, I choose this over Smash Bros. Smash Bros is fun, don't get me wrong, but where else can you play a game where you can play as Naruto, Sly Cooper, like these different characters from PS1, 2, and 3? My favorite generation. Nintendo brings people from and characters from different companies and all over. I understand that. But PlayStation did it best, in my opinion, right here. PPR could fight me on that, but I like this game, and I will stand and I will die on that hill. Right now, this is the best fighting game. So, yeah. That is all for now. See you guys on that awesome gaming video. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So, yeah.